who is the king of the 4-rounders, has never been past 4 rounds. So
they did. They created a title for him because he was such a
Scope Arena. Nice moment for Larry Holmes. So here we go. Larry Holmes dancing around. Holmes.
And then can put in a second, third, and fourth jab,
which can win. Butterbean said he ran from him, but Zumbrin did enough to win the landing and punching. Now see, when he gets on the inside, Butterbean can land a few things. Remember, Holmes is 52 years of age. Now, he is his era. He hasn't fought since November.
Usually a guy can hang in there a long time if he's a banger. But Holmes did it with his
hand by Butterbean.
Just missing there.
But getting off a little bit now. His jab is...
It's their first, but Larry Holmes tries to throw that right hand in behind him.
As round, which Holmes started out looking like, oh, there's the right, as he's landed that many punches.
Around to find out, being able to make his entrance as he takes a shot, and then
we head into round 2. I'm Al Bernstein along with Dave Bontempo. This is our mid wanted to do through jabs and straight right hands. And Butterbean,
best thing for Butterbean is that he was able to show Larry Holmes that he was.
Butterbean loath to rush in.
You're both giving too much.
The title of this fight. About a minute left to go. Overhand right with the power that he used in the first round against Larry Holmes. There's Holmes showing several times, 10 rounds a number of times. So he has been the distance 52.
And when you're 50.
Now Butterbean standing there, maybe trying to get Holmes to come in to land that right. He doesn't want to throw the right hand because he knows Butterbean's going to throw it.
And he's motioning for Holmes to come in.
Hard to win unless you... With right hand, overhand right.
Right hand in there.
And a backhand to knock him out. So round 2 ends with Butterbean on the attack and Larry Holmes.
Butterbean backed up. Watch the left hand. Watch the invitation.
We head in. And the interesting thing about that replay was when to think about Larry Holmes is
whether it was the jab or tying up, or
by now in this fight he would have landed a lot more jabs and straight.
Forcing that pace. Had he come at Butterbean more, Butterbean's there and they're both waiting on their shots.
And I'm
statement that we're on 2 entirely different skill levels.
Yes, it is much like the first couple where there's Butterbean trying to, and he came with the right hand there, did Holmes, but it was short. That one got there.
Opportunity he's looking at. He's waiting to pull the trigger.
Yeah.
And it surprised Butterbean.
The difference comes to, at the age of 43, mind you, tough rounds, and very nearly won that.
Years later without one of McCall.
Yeah, and it lost. That'll do it for the 3rd round.
Landing the telling shot. Look at that. Right hand.
Jabs and right hands from Larry Holmes. The only thing we missed were a few overhand rights from Buck. You needed me to tell you that, huh?
The microcosm in another reason.
Now, Larry Holmes is mixing up his jabs.
Well, now.
And now, as we get past this round, we will reach...
Concession to Butterbean, a big experience concession from Butterbean to Holmes. Well, now...
Tying up Butterbean every time Butterbean gets closer.
He would land one shot and effectively turn the fight and end it.
There's a left hook by Larry Holmes. Hey,
a rare double jab and a right hand.
The one that can get it done against the 52-year-old.
Yeah, the ironic cause.
It's kind of like watching a Nero Wolf here in round number 4. I never thought I'd make a new saga. Exactly. Round 4 is over with. We move into round number 5. Larry Holmes not off his stool yet. Don't know if Larry Holmes. So we head into round number 5. A round, I hasten to point out, that
you see that when Larry Holmes gets the jab in, Butterbean has to regroup.
Murray Sutherland, that whenever Larry Holmes throws a right hand.
Now for Butterbean, the question is, can he throw his right hand without waiting for Larry Holmes?
Chris Willison, the referee.
For Butterbean, and it makes him have to gamble more.
Holmes. Here comes Butterbean. He's wailing away now. That's where he was able to at least throw some of those windmill. So here in round 5, cut over the...
And the redness is a target.
danger for Holmes. Because the way Butterbean's coming in, the way he has to come in, those heads are clapping. Larry Holmes.
Well, they were both leaning forwards. We saw some heads come together. Here's Butterbean coming in.
The halfway point in this 10-rounder. Larry Holmes throws at 52-year-old former champion Larry Holmes. And the white thing him with the jab or leaving that hand out there.
Holmes.
He wants Holmes in front of him. Good jab by Butterbean. Wow. That ring.
He's trash talking us. Come on. Among other things.
Yeah. So
the eye a problem too for Butterbean.
Butterbean is emboldened, and now he's got Butterbean may be talking, but he's not rushing Larry Holmes. That's for sure. With the left eye of Butterbean, a slight abrasion. Butterbean stays on the outside. And for all the talking in this round, it's been Butterbean. The crowd's encouraging him. You can feel Larry Holmes wants to land.
Now the jab is setting it up. He's already landed his right hand several times.
You see a good shot of it there. Of the ring, just kind of looking around, waiting for him. Yeah, a little bit. That would have been a good idea earlier. So round 6 comes.
Well, the Larry Holmes jab against an unprotected eye and the right hand.
We head into the 7th round. Butterbean split decision. It was very controversial. Right hand gets in, but has not been able to do that very well in this fight.
An ironic twist. It's usually the young.
Yeah, exactly. Right hand gets in.
Butterbean, but Larry Holmes is very good on his time hand counter.
I think came in here with the idea of a certain attachment to, and he has parlayed his 4-round figure, especially in Las Vegas. He does a commercial for what else? A Bonanza. But now he's facing the guy who's peppering him.
And a veteran who can pretty much throw the jab in his sleep and has the movement, has the right hand behind it, and just has so many different ring skills. For Butterbean, he has to close ground cheaply.
Limited skills and limited mobility and all the rest of it. Lost in this is the peppering with the jab and the straight right hand. It's not bad for a 50 against the top heavyweight, but nevertheless, he can land something big. We move into round number 8 of the. I'm not sure I can remember. I'm not sure I can remember a fighter that could have that nice right hand.
Both for the fight, and they've disrupted any swarming by being in it, firing punches. However, better to lose by a knockout in which you took a stand. The worst
fighters when they get close. So he gives Butterbean a little bit of a chance to throw some punches. And that's
how each fighter.
Almost halfway through this round, there's Butterbean rushing in and back. I got to tell you, you're not doing a very good job.
In and 18 by.
And I think he thought he would have more. He's landed about 5 or 6 really.
Watch. Butterbean has to reload and then fire in there. But Butterbean threw 3 punches and.
Yelled at the referee and said, "Why is he going backward?" Well, go after him. Round 8 is coming to a close, and it does with a very.
They go back 10 years.
Butterbean, you have to knock this man out. The only way you're going to do it is by.
If the ref is letting you guys decide it, then you can't look for by 18. The 25 by 25 if he wants.
At 52, he can't exactly run around the ring. And he hasn't done so. Has Larry Holmes fought a somewhat safety first fight in.
The whole thing for this fight for Butterbean was could he catch Larry?
Butterbean's focus really needs to be right now getting on the inside, and so low in this fight. King of the 4-rounders is in the 9th round. He's never been that far.
Hook interrupted. Never gets there.
He's missing with the left hook, and I mean missing by 3 feet. Larry Holmes is really nailing him with the jab. Whoever wanted a perfect foil for that, Butterbean would be it. He's involved. Butterbean and Larry Holmes.
The guy you needed against has so many different ways to fight.
Of course, his technique is not his forte, and he just couldn't get those punches in.
Butterbean trying to back Larry Holmes up. The left hook comes up a bit short.
For the 14th time since he turned 40. The 68 opponents, 20 had losing records, and 13 is the guy that's older. Now here Butterbean backs in the corner, hoping that he can force Holmes to
aspect his career. This is his highest result on that other circuit.
And you know what's amazing? If you pick an only made younger fighters, may I add one, moves away from the right hand. Butterbean lands, he has to make something dramatic happen. Parry whatever Butterbean throws and not get hit with the Butterbean head. And there comes the right hand.
Or whatever he has for now.
Oh, that's the oh, it's a little surprising in a way. Which Holmes has thrown in this fight, and you figure if he throws him around 10, they're going to hurt. Mounted something of a charge earlier in the round. Looks like he will go out a winner. Oh, left hook. Sends him against the ropes.
Ends with a little bit more curiosity.
Saying that he won it.
Well, a curiosity fight. Butterbean will have this to hang his...
Well, let's see.
Gets hit there.
You know what?
No.
No.
Scores at 98-91. Peggy McEwen has it.